setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of... And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Che.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Ben McLemore is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Vidal. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Boris, what do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
You know what's fascinating to me is each individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, number 1, he's putting in a system. Number 2, the guys are trying to familiarize themselves with his language, not only the X's and O's, but how does he communicate?
And yeah, right, that's a good point. The delivery of the message is sometimes as important as the X's and O's.
No doubt.
Thompson against Harden. And Thompson kicks to Wiggins. From 12 feet out. Here's Looney. He feeds it to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Curry. And finally they hit one.
Well, this is why so much defensive attention is directed at Steph Curry, but he's still clever at finding the holes he needs to create opportunities.
Now, here's Westbrook. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against...
Well, go ahead with the sauce on that, Che. Nicely done.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And so just over a minute and a half played. Thompson inside. He's covered by Westbrook. The offensive rebound. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. It's tipped. Now here's Che. Defense right on him. Westbrook passes to Che. Here's Covington. Green with the block.
A valuable, dogged defender. Draymond Green doing his thing.
Thompson up top. Defended by Covington. To the middle. Here's Green. Great D that time from Che. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
And the layup's good off the glass. Che's got 8 points. Now here's Curry. He had 25 points in the win against New Orleans.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Here's Looney. Inside, Covington with the steal. Thompson against Doris. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. You know, you get the sense this guy, the 4 years of college ball help. He plays at his pace, and he does it with such calm.
Now here's Curry. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr, and of course he said the key tonight will be slowing down James Harden, who isn't just a great scorer, but a great playmaker as well. he can punish any defense that overcommits. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Curry, following the basket by Shea. And here is Curry. Wiggins drives in, and that one, good. He has 7.
But defense can't do it much better than that. Andrew Wiggins, though, the wiry strength to convert off contact.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. Here's Che. He's coming off a 40-point game against Memphis.
Yeah, a terrific defensive effort along with that. 4 blocks in the game. Huge lift defensively for them.
It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now here's Curry. Wiggins outside. Offline with his 3. Rockets leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Covington, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, the aggressiveness of Russell Westbrook setting up that bucket right there. This guy knows how to find the best shot possible.
Curry against Westbrook. Curry dishes to Wiggins. Thompson outside, shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Shea with a monster night. You love to see such a humble guy excel.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. Here's Looney, up and in on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Looney's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Vidal, the pass to Harden. Back to Jay. Right side, Covington. And Looney sends it back. Green finds Curry. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Curry understands how to take a hit, prepares for it, and makes the necessary adjustment.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Greg, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
And Shea throws it down.
Scoring off the dribble, opening up the rest of Che's offensive game. Boy, if you're a defender, look out.
Moore against Gordon. They get it back. They swipe it. Here's Clemens. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here is House. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Here, these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case, but it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
Right now, let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. In third, the Rockets.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Poole. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Fires the three. The Rockets pull it in. Shea's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's the Rockets on the break.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Poole. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Caboclo. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Tucker, he's checked in for Caboclo. And the new power rankings, still only the first month of the season. Here's a chance to compare early returns. Take a look at the Warriors. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And Houston, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Here's Pascal. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. To stop the run, Shea with the block.
All effort on the rejection. Shea never short on hustle.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Here's Looney. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Poole.
This has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
It's good from Gordon on the assist by Shea. And now a 12-point Rocket lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Gordon against Moore. Over Gordon. And too long on the shot.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Shea dishes to Tucker. Shea inside. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Golden State gets called for the foul.
I'll tell you, that pump fake from Shea earns him a trip to the charity stripe.
He's off on the second. Here's Poole. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a...
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And Clay Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Shea is out there with P.J. Tucker. And there's Gordon, and it's Clemens in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Here's Looney. 8 points his last outing. Here's Pascal. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Shea's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Tucker, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy break, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
The Rockets making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Grizzlies had a huge game. He scored 40 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness. And
Greg, let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
First and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
Thanks, Kevin.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Curry looking around. Lots of room. And it's good for 2. Curry's got 6 points.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Dishes it to Shea. Begins with the block.
Using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
Fires from deep. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. He's got 10.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. Shea, number 1.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
I tell you, Westbrook always looking to pull up if the defense backs off.
Curry against Westbrook. Thompson for the triple. Shea grabs the miss. Rockets leading by 15. Here's Harden. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Green gets it to go.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Shea, right side. And the dunk by Shea.
Now that kind of finish from Shea will get the rest of his teammates a little burst of energy.
Warriors trail by 16. To the middle. Outside for Curry. Another three for Golden State.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Shea passes to Vanderbilt. Here's Vidal. It's good. Shea's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And stolen by Shea. And here we go. Fast break with Shea. The kick out to Westbrook. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
I think you've got to respect the catch-and-shoot game of Russell Westbrook. He is excellent at pulling up.
Green finds Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper. That one doesn't drop. And Houston the other way now. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Warriors trail by 18. And the pass to Wiggins. It's rebounded by McLemore.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And Shea throws it down.
A very opportunistic player. Shea gets out in transition for an easy basket.
Westbrook against Curry. With the floater, and there it is for him. Curry's got 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Timeout call for Rockets. Second left. And so it's Houston cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, Draymond, at times in that first half, they got it going in transition. Why were they able to beat you defensively?
I don't think it was so much defensively, it was offensively. You know, we turned the ball over, and you can't defend.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3-side. Pass to Looney. Curry trying to break free. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Shea. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible-to-check sky hooked. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. Here's Looney. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside. Shea
with it. Looney on him. Shea inside. And Shea throws it down.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Here's Curry. There's another block. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too. And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game. They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
To the inside, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
Now, here is Harden. He has 6. Back to Jay. Second chance shot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
The Rockets have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
I'll tell you, this guy gathered a ton of endorsements before even entering the NBA. So in light of that, you love how well-grounded Shea is.
Now, here's Curry. 11 points in the game. Green deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Covington. Offensive rebound. Looney kicks to Curry. Now Wiggins. He's got 12. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
I think you pay the consequences if you leave Draymond Green's teammates open. He has a knack for getting the basketball where it needs to be.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Rockets with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
McLemore, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Boy, great ball movement. One thing I love about Shea, this guy always looking for the extra pass.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Rebounded by Covington.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Curry with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
You see, you've got to stay tight and contest Klay Thompson as much as humanly possible. You give him an inch and forget about it.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by Shea. Puts up a 3. Curry, good. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Outside Westbrook. Shea, high post. Down low. And he makes good on the layup. 6 points for Robert Covington.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Curry with it. 14 points for him. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
For the Rockets, Vanderbilt's checked in, and Gordon subbed in for Ben McLemore. Here's Poole. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Shea's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Here's Moore. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
To the middle, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, this is part of his rise to being an NBA player. Shea does such a good job of drawing contact.
Daniel House is checked in for Houston. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Here's Poole. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Looney. Passes it to Pascal. Back to Looney. Over Shea. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Shea.
Yeah, easy call.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 at the line. First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Sinks the triple.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Inside, Vidal, and Shea throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Noah's checked in. And Moore kicks it to Noah. Back to Moore. Just 5 on the clock. Shea grabs the miss. Shea's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here is House, covered by Noah. Back to Shea. And there's the feed to Tucker. Great defense that time from Noah.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Here's Karuch. No points in the game yet for him. And here's Moore outside. Rebound by House. House has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Here's Shea. Tipped away. Golden State's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
And the basket by Gordon.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Here's Poole. The pass to Gordon. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
Moore outside, over Gordon. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Rockets on top, running away with this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect.
Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Houston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. They've got Frazier, and it's Caboclo in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Thompson against Frazier. That shot off. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Vanderbilt. They get it again. Vidal banked in off the glass. Shea's got 43 points.
Well, Shea showing you the willingness to get off his feet, get a board, and stick it back.
Curry, wide open, gets an open look and hits. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the Warriors with some changes. Free throw no good for Che. The Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. Golden State moving the ball around. Shea grabs the miss, and it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Warriors shooting 44% in the 4th. The offense with some ups and downs. Here's Poole, and Wanamaker has it in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wanamaker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Che, and another one.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Poole. course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have two goals. Instead of one championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Warriors shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Poole. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And they double up Jay, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Noah. Back to Wanamaker. Pass to Llewellyn. 6 to shoot. Back to Wanamaker. Over Frazier. And Wanamaker gets it to go. Wanamaker's got 5 points in the quarter. Houston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. To the inside. And Shea throws it down.
Well, we call that the two-man game. Shea with a nice cut to the hoop.
Warriors shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Passes to Poole. 7-foot shot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Takes it off the glass. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple double.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've got